Oh, he went and shoot a Lyft driver. Bitch, you didn't say he don't shoot people. Hi, my name is Chanel. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing another little car video, I guess. Like, this about to be a thing. So I wanted to do a video basically talking about like my experiences, sir, with this fucking hand truck. I've had the craziest experience doing Lyft here because I don't know, Philly is just the fuck through of. I went to Yamasuki and I got the Yamasuki ramen, and they come with, it look like this. Hopefully you can see this. The broth is separate, so you like swirl it around, I guess, and then you pour the broth in. So that's what I'm about to do. Ramen, the broth in, it look like that. Basically, Lyft in Philly is fucking crazy. Like, I just keep getting these weird ass experiences. So yesterday, I'm gonna start with yesterday because yesterday was crazy. This man gets in my car yesterday and he has a 26-minute ride. So I'm like, okay, I'm thinking he may be going to like KOP or something. And I'm just adding it in here. Once this guy gets in my car, he's like, on the phone, he gets on the phone like, no, you should, why you worried about what I'm doing? You shouldn't have left. You wanted to leave, right? Why you worried about me? Why you worried about where I'm at? So the girl's on the phone asking him where he at because she think he on his way to her house, which he is. That nigga was on his way to her house. So the gist, basically what happened is arguing with his kid's mom. Basically they got 2 kids, both teenagers, and she just ready to be up and gone. He like, I'm gonna come fight for mine. Homeboy gonna have to come see me. Tell him I'm coming. And she like, no. He like, either you gonna come with me when I pull up, or I'm gonna wait outside for homeboy all night. And when he show up, he gonna have to see me. I'm like, ooh, child, it's about to go down. They yelling, and he like, you keep talking about Lisa. You keep talking about Lisa. What about Andre? And what about, he named like 10 niggas. He said Andre, the current guy she was dealing with that bought her $200 crabs. So this is like the whole story, is everything happened because it was all over $200 worth of crabs. It sound like. So this guy apparently bought her $200 worth of crabs. He don't live in Philly. So he came to Philly for her, like, and bought her $200 worth of king crab at that, because apparently she don't really like king crab, but she liked it for him, so he feeling a way about that. Like, you don't even like cream crab. You told me you didn't like king crab. That's how I know homeboy don't even know you like that, because he don't even know you don't like king crab. This whole thing started over the king crab. They was arguing about that. Then they spent the night together, and he went to the gym. He left his phone in the house, and she went through his phone, and apparently she seen some stuff she ain't like, so she like, all right, well, I'm out. But she told her sons that like they was never gonna see her again, so he ain't like that. Like, you ain't just mad at leaving and for the day. You talking about you ain't never gonna see our sons again. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? So because of that, he coming to get his woman. He like, I'ma fight for mine. Child, he like, yeah, when I get to the location, why he this man tell me pull over a block away so he could walk up. He don't even want her to see the car he in. So he just naming every guy. She like, did you sleep with this person? Let's go all the way back 12 years ago. Did you sleep with Andre? Did you sleep with Andre? Because you asking about Evelyn, so let's go back to Andre. And what about the guy you was writing jail letters to? And you wasn't writing him. She like, I wasn't writing him. He was like, okay, he was writing you. She's like, well, exactly. He was like, well, how he know you live at? He caught her there, because she was like, He's saying, I don't know. Apparently, she ended up pretending to be his wife so they can get conjugal visits and conjugal phone calls. I said, ooh, like, she busy, okay? I'm in the car like, so, what else happened? I got in a car chase before. This was like a couple weeks ago. I picked these 2 girls up down by the pier, Penn's Landing. They were over at this like Caribbean place for this like event or whatever. Super busy event. I'm like trying to get through the traffic in front of the event. It's just taking me a minute to get to like where the people are. Girl called me like, hi, are you my Lyft? I just trying to see where you was at. So I'm like telling her I'm stuck in the traffic, but I'm here, but I'm stuck in traffic. She was like, oh, well, can you hurry up? Girl, who was you talking to? I'm like, no. The fuck? So I was about to cancel her fucking ride because I'm like, I don't have time for her attitude. She's like, no, please don't. I'm just trying to see where you are because my friend, she's being harassed right now, blah, blah, blah. I pull up. She get in the car. Her friend is crying. She all scared. They like, you see that Benz behind you? That black Benz? Don't let him follow you. How the fuck I'm not gonna let, like, what? Why would he follow me? Like, who is? I'm thinking it's just some guy she trying to talk to her and he just won't leave her alone. Whole time this her ex. Supposedly her ex. They broke up only days ago. And this man is like he saw where she was at on Instagram or something and he pulled up. So now he like trying to talk to her or whatever and trying to get him to go home with her and leave her friend. So her friend is the one who called the Lyft and her friend is the one who I was talking to. So instead of going straight, I hurried up and did it like a U-turn. Why the fuck this nigga was right behind me? So she's like, oh my God. So they start yelling, oh my God. He right behind us. He gonna follow us all the way home. Oh my God. Like, don't let him follow us. Like, all right. Mind you, the girl live in West Philly. Southwest, I mean. I start heading towards North Philly because I'm trying to figure out how to lose this man. Anyway, we finally get back, and I'm like, fuck it. I'm going on the expressway, and I'm just taking you home, because at this point, I'm just wasting my gas. This boy would not let up. He was right behind us. Every block. I turn. I'm on Market Street. We downtown, and there's usually cops everywhere. No cops nowhere. Nothing. And they just keep saying, can you please lose him? Can you please lose him? So I'm trying to oblige, but at the same time, I'm over it. So why this girl start crying? She like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm like, girl, it's not that serious. I'm like, we really in the chase. Like, this is insane. So we on the expressway. He pull up right behind me, like, right beside me, like, driving. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, she was like, give me something. The friend like, give me something. I'm gonna throw something at his car. I'm like, no, so he could throw it back and hit my fucking car? Girl, no. So, why the hell? I'm like, yeah, like, girl, I hope he don't be shooting or whatever. She's talking about something. Oh, he wouldn't shoot a Lyft driver. Bitch, you didn't say he don't shoot people. You just said he wouldn't shoot a Lyft driver. And she said, I don't think. Like, girl, now I'm just taking you home. Whatever happened to you at this point, it don't have nothing to do with me. Like, I'm over this. And he keep texting her the whole time we driving, like,
pull over. Tell that Uber driver to pull over. Tell the Uber driver to pull over.
Like, girl, I'm like, you want me to pull over? She like, no, please don't pull over. We finally get to Southwest. And we hot, and I had to turn my lights off, turn the car off, and we all crouched down in the car. And this man, and he's circling the blocks, like he looking for us, like he creeping. Look, he even rolled by us at one point. And the only thing I was worried about was after I dropped them the fuck off, he think they still in the car and follow my ass. Like, that's all I was worried. I said, girl, I'm going home after this. Also, I've been sexually harassed before. Nobody ain't like physically touched me or nothing like that. I had this old white guy I was taking to Jersey. I picked him up at the Xfinity Live casino. I picked this guy up at like 2 in the morning. He drunk out his mind. So I'm like, all right, it's like a 13-minute ride. He going to Jersey. Cool, it's right there. And so he's talking to me. He like, how you doing? Da, da, da. He seemed fine. As soon as we hop on the Walt Whitman, man, like, yeah, how much you make? So I'm like, what? So people usually ask me like all the time because they see me, a young girl. I'm not even a young girl, but like they see me and they be like, oh, how much you typically make? So I'm thinking it's a question like that. So I'm like explaining to him like, oh yeah, depending on the night, typically like 100 to 200, depending on like how long I stay out. He like, you ain't about to make that much tonight. I tell you what, you pull over to this ATM over here, I'll take out $200 for you right now, and you just rub me off. Come in my house and rub me off real quick. I said, I can drop you off at this ATM and make you get the fuck out my car. How about that? Like, he like, no, like, turn on some music. I just want to see if you're going to rub me off. I said, I'm not doing it. I said, you can get out my car, though. Child, I said, the South Philly in me would have took him to that fucking ATM, got their money, and pulled the fuck off on his ass. But I said, you know what? Chanel, be professional. It's not worth it. He could report you. I'm like, yo, and pull right off with him in the middle of the night. But I was like, you know what? I'm just take this man to his house. I'ma just make sure he don't, long as he ain't touching me, he cool. He just talking shit in the back. He ain't doing nothing weird back there. He just talking shit back behind me. He like sitting on the other side so I can see everything he doing. It ain't too weird. He just being a fucking creepy ass old head. I was just worried like when we got to their house because he lived in South Jersey. So I'm like, you know, it's dark as shit on them blocks. I'm like, I don't know what type of weird shit he gonna be on. I just reported him to Lyft, and basically he gave me a really big tip though. I got in an argument with a couple bitches. Cause if you see my safety video, I don't know if I'm gonna put that one up first, but the video that I recorded, I talk about my safety precautions that I take when I drive at night. And those precautions are with men, women, black, white, I don't care. Like, I have to protect myself. So a woman got in my car. It's like 9 o'clock at night. It ain't that late, but still, it's late. I pull up to her location and I see her walking up to the car. She didn't have no picture. So I see her walking to the car. So I put the window down, same way I always do. And I was like, hi, are you such and such? She was like, yes. Are you Chanel? I was like, yes. How you doing? I opened the door. I said, it's unlocked. Open the door. I was like, how you doing today? Da, da, da. She was like, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Like, how are you? You know? And then she was like, it was the vibe that I thought it was at first. At first I thought it was like, bitch, you good? But I thought about it, I'm like, I'm in a Lyft. I'm the Lyft driver. Like, maybe she's just saying, like, you good? Da, da, da. Maybe that's how she talked. No, she really was checking me, like, you good? Like, I'm like, oh, yeah, it was the first one. It was exactly what the first thought I thought. Definitely. So I'm like, yeah, like, what's up? Like, she was like, oh, because you was hype as shit. I'm like, excuse me, how I'm hype? I'm like, what you mean? She like, oh, because you're talking about is I'm such and such. I'm like, yeah, I'm verifying that you're the right person I'm supposed to be driving. She's like, oh, because, like, why wouldn't I be that person? I'm like, because you never heard of people getting in the wrong Lyft before? And I'm like, at the end of the day, like, I'm being safe. So she was like, no, I'm just saying, I ain't about to go back and forth with no Lyft driver. I said, you ain't gotta go back and forth. So mind you, I didn't even really pull up. I'm at the end of her block. I'm like, you ain't gotta go back and forth. You can get out. The fuck? She like, no. She like, I'm just saying, cause da da da. I'm like, what is we going back and forth about? I said, at the end of the day, the same way you're a woman, I'm a woman. It don't matter what you like. You could try me. Anything can happen. I'm being safe. I'm not apologizing for that. Like, what the fuck? So somehow we come to an understanding. She's like, yeah, I work for the post office. You know, I deliver mail, so I completely understand. I'm like, so if you understand, then why the fuck is you being weird? Like, I ain't do nothing to you. I've had a few people. It never got to the point that we was going back and forth like how that person was, but it's only women that I end up debating with. Basically, those are just a couple little things that I had was going on since I've been doing Lyft in Philly. It's been cool. The money has been good. It's been chill. I kind of like it. You know, I'm basically done my food, so peace out. Peace out. That's so fucking funny. Have a good day. Thank you for watching this video. So make sure you like the video and subscribe to my channel. And if you're fucking with the videos, I'm gonna have more. But